I think it is now 8:10 in Atlanta, New York time, Eastern time. So we'll start now. Before we go into today's topic, Sreshi, you have a question. You can ask now. So what was your question?
Yeah. I was asking about synchronicities, and like I'm finding certain small incidents where I feel that synchronicity is happening, and
Hmm?
what is that supposed to mean? Uh, and secondly, if we see angel numbers, is that also related to
Yes.
synchronicity?
Yeah. Both of them are related. Actually, what happens is when we grow into our awareness, then we notice more things. Maybe earlier also it was happening, but we are not noticing them. Hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so it indicates actually if you get at some you happens to see some number, say 1111 or maybe 555 and thing like that. So earlier our awareness was not that high, so we could not get that. So more and more we grow into awareness, these things come into our attention. So these numbers, so first is awareness is it indicates awareness is increasing. Secondly, the divine entities are there, particularly angels are there. They are like they help us to grow into awareness and then higher dimension. So they just confirm their presence. Okay, they just show that they are there for you. It's like a support. They are not doing anything as per se. So what they are doing here, it is not about that. They are just showing your support and presence. It is not about for something. It is just to show their presence and their support for you. And regarding the synchronicity also, that this is the same thing when we grow into our awareness, then our soul's plan get manifested, and we need to notice that. So that we see as a synchronicity. It is means the truth is there is no accident in the divine. In the higher dimension there is nothing called accident. These has to happen. So only thing is you are manifesting it because of your higher level of vibration and awareness. So whatever you are consciously or subconsciously looking for, that starts happening. So that is what we see as a synchronicity. Like we may be thinking about somebody and you say suddenly that person calls you, something
Exactly.
like that.
Yes.
So these kind of things that because of your higher level of vibration through your spiritual practice and all, they got that psychic signal, the message they receive. So they receive it as a thought, why not to call? They call.
Yeah.
So, but that's what I'm saying. It is not accident. Accidentally, nobody calls you. Your signal has reached. You know,
Okay.
earlier time maybe that signal was not reached or it was diluted with a different type of noise. But now more and more you grow into awareness. More and more you see your power of your thought, power of your subconscious, power of your intention goes into it, and then this kind of thing happens. Okay, that is called the synchronicity.
Okay.
And sometimes it is just you may not be thinking or you may not be generating anything. Sometimes it is just comes as a divine blessings.
Okay.
Yeah, it is just a divine grace that this thing happens. So that is also we realize it as a synchronicity.
Okay.
Synchronicity happens more if you appreciate things. If you are in an attitude of gratitude, then more you attract synchronicity or good things into your life.
Okay.
Okay, that's how it works. So first is grow into awareness and understanding. I call it is a wings of a bird, two wings of a bird. One is awareness, one is understanding. I'm talking the level which is beyond ritual. Means you have already practiced Kriya, you have already learned meditation and all. Then what? Then your actual flight takes off. that like a bird takes off, and that awareness and understanding, all these learning sessions we are doing, that is for your awareness development, so that you are aware what is going on. Okay, you can understand what is the message you are receiving, or what is the thing you are going through. So if these two things, or awareness and understanding, are two wings of your spiritual journey, then attitude of gratitude, the devotion, that is your tail of the bird, which decides which direction you will go. That is called sail. The boat, they have a sail, rudder. They decide which direction boat will go. Similarly, the tail of a bird is a rudder. So with an attitude of gratitude, you can fly to the maximum level and not going diverted here and there. You can directly go there. It's called Bihangam mark. Bihangam is the path of a bird. From the land, it can directly fly and get the fruit. But to get the target, you need to have a sail. No, otherwise you will miss that fruit. So that is how it works. So this is how the synchronicity works, and this is how the angelic numbers we see. Okay. So this is just to assurance of the presence. When you go more into higher level of awareness, even this number need not to come in a sequence that you are thinking. Okay. Maybe you can say 1 here, 2 here, 3 here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. You are getting, but it not necessarily appear one next to each other. But what you receive, that is more important. Like you catch 1, 2, 3, and 4. But when it is received to you, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. But 2, 9 here, 1, 9 here. There are many other numbers, but you will pick up only those, come to your attention. So you are getting 999. I'm talking further higher level of awareness.
So,
more higher you go, more you get whatever you registered, whatever it means, whatever comes into awareness is more important than physically. It's not about argument. Oh, the 2 9s are here, 1 9 is here. How can 3? It's not about that. It is about how you experience. They need not to be one after another and place and things like that, in the physically. Okay. But what message you are getting, that is the thing.
So just one thing I'll follow up. This 1, 2, 3, 4 you mentioned, right? I used to wonder if angel numbers is only like 1, 1, 1 or 2, 2, 2 or 3,
No,
3.
Any kind of sequence.
Okay.
Any kind of sequence is angelic numbers.
So is it like 1, 1, 3, 3? Is it or?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 4, 1, 4.
Okay.
Okay. These are angelic numbers, but they are little higher level of angelic numbers. Okay. The most, the basic one is 1111, which is ascension code, we call it. 1111. Okay. That's doorway to the higher dimension. But all other numbers are also meaningful. Okay. So anyway, so when you go more into awareness, that what I mean to say is the 1, 1, 1, 1 may not come next to each other. You can say 1, 1 here, another 1, 1 here, but you registered it together. Okay. Those also signals and messages, so that what it reaches to you, that is more important. Okay. Anyway, take that for your information only. But when you see this repetitive numbers, those are all angelic numbers. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Fine. We should start our session today. Okay. Today's topic is about the healing. So first we start. I will start with my presentation. I will share the slide about this. Then I will read the slide. So let me share the screen. Can you see the screen? Just unmute and say yes if you see.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see?
Yes, yes, okay.
Yes, we can see.
Okay, great. Now, this is first to understand what is
Yes,
healing.
Dada Bhai.
Okay, good. First is what is healing. So healing can be described in a different ways. Okay, so I have listed down few of them. So just to make sure that it is not exhaustively. Exhaustive means not everything is there. But once I discuss about these points, you will understand what type of thing it is. So first one is to remove pain. If you are having pain in any part of your body, then to remove that pain is called healing. Then it is to restore into healthy body. You are undergoing certain disease or ailment. So when that is over, you restore your healthy body. So that is also healing. To overcome an undesirable condition or situation. Your body may be fine, but your situation, so you are under trouble because of certain conditions, certain events. So come out of that, to overcome that undesirable condition or situation, that is also called healing. To yield mental balance and serenity. It need not to be only about the body. If you're mentally, you are undergoing some kind of deep anxiety and some kind of turbulence, and you bring back to the mental balance and the serenity. Serenity is a calmness. To come back into that state is also healing. To restore the original purity or integrity. So it is like going back to a childlike innocence. There's no complication. And your integrity, integrity is thought, words, and actions are in alignment. You are not manipulating. You are not thinking something, saying something, and doing something. So those are all misaligned state. Coming back to the alignment, that is called integrity. And to return to a sound state. Sound state, this is also like a more of a spiritual state or purity, into that higher level of purity. So that is also called healing. So this is some of the attributes of healing, that what healing does. So these are the things normally we understand as healing. But as I mentioned earlier, not only this, there are many other aspects of a healing, some complicated cases, those are also there, but I have not listed everything. It is some of them just to make you understand this. Now I'll go to the next slide. This is how healing happens. See, human body and mind function under various frequency elements. Like we know all our body cells, they have their own vibration, cellular vibrancy is there. So when all these frequencies are different, our body parts also having their own vibration, suppose say stomach having their own vibration, and our lungs, they are having own vibration, brains having all, we already know about different brain waves. When all these frequencies are synchronized or tuned, then healing happens. When the whole body is tuned, health automatically appears. So when you just, some musicians, they set their instrument, say guitar, if the different strings have been set properly tightened, properly, the sequence is right and everything, they are in a good condition, and then the music automatically appears. Same here, when the body is tuned, health automatically appears. Then flow of prana or pranic energy that heals human body. Like if we, whatever we inhale, so 3:2 stomach breathing, etc. So what we do, we inhale pranic energy available into the into our surroundings air. So in our body it enters, and that pranic energy heals our body. We also use this to like activate chakras. So what we do during Kriya, we inhale this pranic energy, and also it is a standard, it is a law that where our focus is, attention is energy goes there. So that is how when we focus on, say, first chakra, so the energy goes there, pranic energy goes there, and it activates our first chakra. Then we shift it to second, then again inhale, exhale. During inhalation, pranic energy enters our body, goes to second chakra and activates it. So like that, that means we use this pranic energy to activate chakra, but same energy we can divert to any other area which needs healing. So when we give the energy to that area which is disease or not well, the fundamental understanding is the disease happens if there is a lack of energy there. It missed something. When energy is completely gone, that body becomes a dead body. It dies down. But intermittent states, in between states, are not fully okay or fully dead. Those are diseased area. So if we support them with a more pranic energy into that area gets healed. So that is the idea of that pranic energy. The healing, pranic healing or Reiki healing, that works in this way. So it gives some more energy into that area for healing. Next is about the balancing of 5 elements. So already we learned that the whole physical universe is created out of 5 elements. That is fire, air, space, earth, and water. So our human body is also made of all these 5 elements. So through some technique, if we can balance these 5 elements into the human body gets healed automatically. So this is about the body. For the mind, if you have a turbulent mind and we are facing mental agony or tension or stress or any kind of mental disease or mental not well mentally, then if we can silence our mind, because those are created by our own thoughts. If we silence our mind, when you enter into no thought zone, then healing happens automatically. This is what we practice during meditation. So our aim is to silence our mind. And when we can hold that state, that stillness of mind for a longer duration, then we go to a deep state of meditation, or that is, we enter into Turiya state, where our superconscious mind takes over. So we have already learned about the states of mind. So in the 4th state, it is superconscious mind. When superconscious mind takes over, then we get directly in contact with our soul consciousness. In that state, our body gets automatically healed, and that is called Turiya healing. So because we enter into Turiya state. So these are the few of some kind of examples that how healing happens. Now I will stop sharing this. Can you see me again? Just raise thumbs up. Okay. Right, I stopped the presentation. Yeah. So this is about the first initial slide, 2 slides. These things I normally present during our workshops. So this is the classical understanding of the how healing, what is healing and how healing happens. But today I have particularly have chosen the topic not to go into further detail on this classical healing. It is actually meant for some other type of healing which is needed now for the humanity. In the year 2021, that is something else is needed. And that before going to that second part, I just touch upon the normal. This, whatever I explained, it is a classical one. Like earlier also different masters or healers, they used to heal. So here let me explain few things. What you need is that when a healer heals someone, it is a two-way this healing works. One is that some master or healer heals somebody. So what master does, first he invoke that energy himself, because his higher bodies are all clean, so he can attract more energy. And this is sometimes called that holding the light, means he can hold that energy because higher bodies are clean, that karmic body all dissolved because of Guru Kripa. The emotional body is clean, thought mind is a no thought zone. So emotion is under control, no thought. That higher bodies, that knowledge body is, of course, is directly in contact with that superconscious mind, and the karmic body is become a bliss body. The bliss body is a clean, there is no karma left. So he is in a position to attract more energy and hold that energy. So when a master channel healing, then as I said, the technology is through intention. Like when we activate chakra, we focus on the chakra, energy goes there. Similarly, the master only need to know to whom to receive the healing and where that person is located, the physical location. Then he can send that energy there by intention only, just focusing there. That energy, what he is receiving, it goes there. Because the same principle, where attention is, energy flows there. So because he can hold more energy, more and more energy goes there, and then person got healed. It may not be in a one attempt, maybe multiple attempts. When I channel healing, I do it every day and multiple times in a day. So, and sometimes healing happens layer by layer. So one layer gone, then next things happen. So like that, the healing happens. So that is the healing by some healer or a master. But also second part is you can heal yourself. That is called self-healing. Go into that, do some practice to raise your vibration. That itself is a healing. If you raise your vibration, automatically that what is unwanted things or the trapped energy goes out of the system. Normally I give an example of a jewelry, old jewelry, put it into some water bath and go into high vibration, that all darts come out. So if you raise your vibration through that same technique, this is not a new technique like 108 stomach breathing and other techniques. Higher your vibration, you yourself get healed automatically. Also, if you raise your vibration, when sometimes we attract situation in our life because of our own vibration. So if you raise your vibration, if your situation is not correct, it gets automatically healed. Means you get healed, the situation disappears. So it is automatically that healing your situation in this way. If you then meditate, you go into no thought zone, and then also it heals you. Because whatever way your thoughts creating all these things, all this worry and agony and all those kind of things, that goes because your thought no longer controls you. So then you get healed. Also, how you get healed, if you meditate, then what happens is about 90 to 95% thoughts which flows through our mind. On an average, a normal human being, 60,000 thoughts pass through their mind. And 90 to 95% of those thoughts has no utility, no practical use of them. They're just thinking. And each thought takes some kind of energy, some kind of pranic energy from you. If you can reduce that thought, and if you ultimately go into no thought, those energies are saved. Otherwise, you just wasted. Thought takes a lot of energy. So in that way, your body gets automatically healed because it can hold the reservoir of the energy. there are some techniques of balancing the 5 elements, because our each 5 finger has each represent one element. So when you do chin mudra, it is a fire element. Then if you hold it like this, then this is air element. Then you do this is a space element. Then you do this is the earth element, and do this is a water element. So if we do some kind of Suryodaya Kriya, in Suryodaya Kriya we do this, we balancing 5 Panch Mahaprana and Panch Mahabhuta. Panch Mahabhuta is the 5 elements. So if you do one round of Kriya into all these mudras, it balances your 5 elements into your body. Okay, so whatever your disease and coming out of imbalance of these elements, that come into balance and your body gets healed. And the highest level of that, the Turiya healing, so what we practice, go into expanded awareness state and hold there. So this is beyond thought. Those zones are beyond thought. Just simply by being in that state, your whole body gets healed. Not only body and the higher bodies get healed. Emotional body and all these get healed. Your karma gets burned and all this kind of stuff happens. So those are also higher level of healing that happens to you. So that is how the healing happens. So far, whatever I discussed, this is a classical, understanding of the healing, like whatever body, mind, that these effects. So those are healed, the techniques and how it is done. So it is all about that energy and vibration. So that is how that healing happens. So before we go into the second phase of it, so I stop here. So if you have any question, you ask me, then after that I will go to the next stage.
Rajdeep, I have one question.
Yes,
you have taught us one exercise like invoking energy like this 54 times. So that exercise helps us in invoking energy?
Yes.
That is what I
Pranic
understood
energy.
that time. Pranic energy.
That is pranic energy. Yeah.
Okay.
See, when you need energy very fast, okay, maybe 3:2 stomach breathing also slow.
Okay.
You need it quick.
So that
you
helps.
Can say this is a booster. Quickly 5-step inhalation and 1-step exhalation.
Right.
Okay. Right. If you do that, you get maximum amount of oxygen into your body, and your blood oxygen gets saturated very fast. If you check with oximeter, then there's a meter, oximeter. If you check with that, you suddenly see 100% oxygen level into your blood. Okay. So this is a technique for doing it quick.
Okay. And that will remain for long period?
No, it will slowly disappear.
Okay.
Slowly it will disappear. But if you practice it regularly, your oxygenation level will remain high.
Achha. And that will help my healing my health as well.
Exactly. Okay. So that is a good point, because when our energy is dropping, sometimes we feel down. We feel down feeling and all. Then low. You do that. Yeah. So if you do that, and quickly you come into that mode. Your vibration goes high, your energy feel energetic. But after doing that exercise, some amount you have to meditate so that it get absorbed.
Okay.
Just after doing, don't go out. Then it will be counterproductive. Okay. You'll be more tired. Okay. Just give a pause. Since it settles down, let that oxygen enter into your bloodstream and you will be fine. After that, you can go.
So it should be followed by minimum 5-10 minutes meditation like that.
Yeah, that is recommended.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. Okay, fine. So if there is no other question on regarding these 2 slides and whatever I explained so far, so I'll go into the second part. Second part needs kind of understanding, and this is a new part. It was not been discussed before. See, what was happening was in year 2020, that in the beginning of 2020 year, that I told that this is the year of redefining yourself. Means you will not, now you realize, what happened all over the world, means your life will no longer be same anymore. It will be completely, different, and it forced you to go inward rather than go more outward. Any outward events you might have planned in year 2020, most of them might have failed. Okay, it didn't happen. The situation didn't allow you to go all those kind of things. Somebody wanted to travel, somebody wanted to start some kind of new business, or somebody wanted to start meeting with some family members in other cities, and some whatever your plans were. Most of them might not have happened. When this happens, it is a time to reset. Like the energy on the Mother Earth, it forced you to go back into inward and try to reset your system, your way of living, and things like that. So one way, if you see outside, externally, it is a disruption. It didn't happen. But on the other side, if you see, it is a chance to reset. Otherwise, normally you don't don't go into this kind of mode. I will explain why it was happening. So, and in this particular year, it is to basically you start new. You invent a new way of living. So today's session is all about that. So what is happening is that your energy on Mother Earth has already shifted from 3-dimensional consciousness to 5th-dimensional consciousness. What is 3-dimensional consciousness? 3-dimensional consciousness is called duality consciousness. Good, bad, right, wrong. Okay, friend and enemy, and that is I like, I dislike. So this kind of things, this polar opposites, these are called the dualities. So far we lived our life with this duality. Okay, this is a duality consciousness. It is 3-dimensional consciousness. So far in our life it was there. We are few of that part of the humanity who will see the 3 phases. 3-dimensional reality. 4th-dimensional reality is a transitory. Transitory, I normally give an example. Suppose you are traveling from New Delhi to Dubai. So say New Delhi is a 3-dimensional reality. Then you took off the flight. That is a 4th-dimensional reality. It is in transit, but you cannot stay there. You have to, when you landed into Dubai, Dubai is a 5th-dimensional reality. Okay, so you cannot stay in 4th-dimensional reality. Either you have to reach to the 5th-dimensional reality or go back to the 3rd and land back there. That's why we call transition from 3rd to 5th. 4th was missing because of that. Because you cannot stay there. You cannot stay in the mid-air for a few years. Okay. So what is 5th-dimensional reality? 5th-dimensional reality is unity consciousness. It's all one. Okay. This unity consciousness is operating from our heart. Okay, pure love, and these attributes are with unity consciousness, or feel that we are on the same, we are one. That kind of feeling or that kind of experiences happens in the 5th dimension. And all this kind of, it is for me, and let others, I don't care. That is a 3rd-dimensional reality. I'm not saying good and bad here. I'm just defining. Those are operated by mind. So far we have been governed by our mind. And mind has a thought, and that's why you call it a thought mind. Our ego is controlling us through our thoughts. That is understanding. That's why we are operating ourselves out of our ego. Again, I'm not saying good and bad here, because that is how it is designed. So that is good for external world. But now if you see, whatever you are applying, whatever you learned earlier, you are trying to apply, they are not get any result. Those things are not working anymore. It's because that energetically the earth has progressed. Earlier I used to give example like you go and running and catching a bus maybe. So every day the bus is accelerating little bit more and more. So what you can easily catch the bus, now have to little bit run and catch. Then you have to little struggling to run and catch, because acceleration is more and more day by day. One point of time will come, we'll miss the bus. The acceleration is so fast, your running is not good enough to match with that. So that's what I'm talking here. Slowly, slowly, the earth vibration is increasing. If you don't match your vibration with that, you will miss it. When you miss that bus, first thing what will happen is you will fall directly into negativity. You feel everything is bad. Somebody go into the frustration, somebody go into complete negativity. So to get to that, from this three-dimensional to fifth-dimensional, you need healing. There's nothing wrong with you. This world has moved on. You have to catch it up. All masters are there. Babaji has kept, for this period, Babaji has kept thousands of masters ready to help humanity in this period. They know what will happen. Okay. Masters are available to teach you how to catch up and go into that. Your old system, don't even expect that old system will come back. It will never come back. All your success and failures in the old system, let go. Embrace the new system. Learn how to live in the fifth dimensional reality. And it is unity consciousness. It operates, it's a divine feminine energy is running. Whatever the divine feminine qualities, that will finally prosper. But in between, what is happening is, people who are so much accustomed into the old system, they don't want their power to go. That's why they're fighting tooth and nail. That is the chaos, what is happening. Don't bother what is happening externally. It will settle itself. Okay, work on yourself so that you can match with this frequency, match with this energy, and you will be guided. Match with that for the time being, because you are now working on yourself, so you disconnect from the external world. No need to see what others are doing, because everybody walking their own path. But this time, the year 2021, so one way it is, you can say, what is called do or die situation. No. But in the other hand, if you see it, the spiritual perspective, this kind of healing is much, much faster. It is possible. Whatever earlier used to get to come to that level of that fifth dimensional reality, we have to work in years. I'm talking about, say, about 2010, that that time, after we come to that level, even after post-enlightenment, 3 years went to settle that. If you read my, the spiritual journey, that story, you will see that even post-enlightenment, to settle into that new reality, it took 3 years. It's called silence period. And in last session, I explained the different stages of, the spiritual awakening. No? It needs several years. Now it is possible to reduce it to several months. because the energy has moved higher, it's faster. So if you're in the right direction, the flow will take you away. Sorry. But if you try to hold it, you will get hurt. It is just opposite. Just to how you understand this, let me give you an example. I don't know how many of you have done river rafting in a mountain. Okay, good. I'm not talking about the theme parks. Huh? I'm not talking theme park, but actual mountain. If you do river rafting.
Whitewater rafting in Rishikesh.
Oh, great. So if you do river rafting with a lot of rocks in between, so what is happening is you are in that boat, that the inflated boat, and it is passing through with this huge, force of water. Suppose there you wanted to hold a rock, you will get hurt. You try to hold that rock, you will get banged with the rock. Same thing here. Energy has gone high, the vibration has gone high. If you try to hold on to your old things, it will not. Earlier, maybe if it is slowly, then that holding a rock might have given you some kind of balance. But now it is not. Same rock. It's better to release it and go with the flow. You will reach there. It will take you there. So for that, what you need to do, you have to cut all the anchors. You might have seen at least, several sessions. I said, cut your attachment, cut your this thing, what is holding back, memories and this and that, you let go. Why? More you hold that, you will get banged with that rock. You will not move. Not only that, you will get hurt. Simply by wanting to hold it. Okay. That rafting, that boat will circle around it and it will bang with these rocks. Let go. It will take you to the right place. Okay. That is a correct understanding of that. So only thing you have to trust and let go of this. Let go any kind of holding and anchoring and all this kind of that technique, whatever you have used earlier for the boating. No need. The energy is such. But at the same time, your journey will be much faster. In a slow moving river, maybe it will take 5 hours to go into, say, 2 kilometers. Now the same 2 kilometers, you may be moving in 10 minutes. Okay, I'm just giving to have an analogy. Only you have to be careful not to get hold into anywhere. Not try to play with it. Okay. Allow it to move. It will take you to the destination. Okay, so now how you will utilize maximum of this state. So again, I'm just revising. What is the purpose? Going from 3-dimensional reality to 5th-dimensional reality. What is 3-dimensional reality? Duality consciousness. Good, bad, like, dislike, up, down. All this. From there, you have to come to unity consciousness. What is unity consciousness? That is operating from our own soul consciousness. It is already there. We have to just connect ourselves with our soul consciousness. And soul consciousness connected to the universal consciousness. So we are taken care of. When we enter into that universal consciousness, then we feel that we are one. We are not separate. So all competition ends. We grow individually. Like in the forest, you will never see that 2 trees are fighting with each other. Everybody is growing. So how they grow in the forest? To grow taller, they go deeper in the roots. So for you to grow, no need to fight with each other. No need to push another tree here and no need. That is a distorted human mind. They did all these kind of things. They think that to grow, we have to make others down. This kind of competitiveness has been built into these things in our psyche through our education system and all that. Everywhere you go, you see the thousands are waiting. Okay, going to the college, engineering college, there are 1 lakh they applied. Only maybe 5,000 will get admitted. So naturally, all this competition and fight came from there. But anyway, maybe it was needed that time, but no longer. You need not to be in the first, you need not to be on the top. The quantity doesn't matter. Because when in the light of awareness, you are very focused and specific. Early in the morning also I give an example. It is like, suppose you have to hit the target of your life. The target, the bullseye is there, maybe 100 meters away. You are throwing arrow. You have thousands of arrows, 1,000 arrow. So earlier, the success was how many arrow you can throw. So we do so many things in our life. So it is more like throwing the arrow in the blindness, in the darkness, where you cannot see. The bullseye, I mean. So what you do, you keep throwing. Maybe after 900 arrows you've thrown, maybe one will hit. Okay, so those I'm talking about, those competitions. The 5,000 who got admitted out of 1 lakh, whatever 95,000, those are the missed arrows. But if you have, light of awareness comes, you can see the target. Just one arrow is good enough, you throw it. Rest of the arrows, once you have, hit the target, rest 999 arrows, you distribute to 999 people. You step back, let others try. One arrow, they can see the target, you know how to do it, you teach them. So rather than keep, shooting arrow in the dark, you shoot only one, the rest of the time you give it to others, your fellow human beings. Previous one is 3-dimensional consciousness. I will not give it to another. These 1,000 arrows are mine. Okay. मैं तो हिट करके छोड़ूंगा. डजन में 1,000 से नहीं हुआ तो 10,000 तीर मारूंगा. This is the consciousness. And 5th dimensional consciousness is with a love and compassion. Just I need to see where it should go. One arrow is good enough. Save rest of the arrows, give it to the people. Okay, because in the soul's journey, there is nobody is below you. Yeah, and nobody is above you. And nobody is equal to you either. How this is possible? Because everybody is unique. They are walking their unique path. Same like the trees in the forest. Everybody has a unique space in the forest. That's why you don't see the two trees are fighting with each other who can reach the top or who will be the tallest tree. There is no such competition. If there is anything, they just move away from there and make their space in to see to the sunlight. There is no fighting. Only human being we are fighting. Okay. So those consciousness where you are able to hit your target only one arrow and rest 999 arrow will share with others. That is coming out of compassion. Now everybody is successful. Everybody hit the target, all 1,000 people. Only thing who has reached fast, they help others. That's all. They shared their arrows, shared their knowledge. That's it. So this is a 5th dimensional consciousness. Okay. And as I said, that to reach to more high, you have to go more deep so that this part is coming healing. Now, what you need to do, you have to, during meditation, go deep inside you. See where it is unopened wound or something. Some area, maybe you've never gone there. Some area within you may be untouched. You say better to leave it there. Don't do that. Okay, remember that some area which is, if you don't visit that, it will never be healed. Means don't dwell on that. Don't keep anything so-called secret within you. It will never work. It will just like a time bomb. It will blast at some odd time when it will ruin, rest of your life. It's not for anybody else. For your own assessment, go deep into it, experience that, feel that. You cannot heal something what you are not feeling. So don't pretend that it is not happening. Re-examine that and release that, and it will go forever. First, you make it vibration higher, because otherwise, you bring it and again it will dip. Those are the symptoms when you vibrate in the low level. In the higher level, it automatically comes up. Don't suppress. Many of you, when give me one-to-one, you contact me, you said during meditation, I feel like crying and I feel very sad sometimes. Allow it to happen. That is your emotional cleansing happening. Okay, don't go into poor me syndrome and just nourish it. It is the third dimensional technology where we glorify our suffering. Oh, so many wrong things happen in my life. I tell 5 different people, see how suffering I had undergone and all those things. By glorifying and all, you are not releasing it. Our Guruji Prem Nirmal, he gives this, what we really do. He just hammered, nailed it. It will shock you the way Guruji explains it. He says, whatever your past hurts, humiliations, and all those things, it is like some rotten food in your fridge. Some food, it is already rotten, maybe some 2 years old, 3 years old. Food in your fridge, you are not throwing it. Time to time, you're opening the fridge, smelling it and closing it. That's what you are doing. When it happened initially, it was not under your control. We call it pain. Undergoing through pain is a normal process of life. When we walk the path of life, if good things happens, so-called bad thing, not so good thing also happens. Pain may come on the way. If the road is going up, sometime it will go down also. If I'm in a long journey, sometime tire will puncture, sometime we have to stop unnecessarily, traffic jam will come, is a part of the journey. Okay, we get delayed. As per the plan, we could not reach there. Okay, fine. When car comes back, we travel. It's okay. But pain converts into suffering when we mentally replay that again and again and again. That is called suffering. You suffer because you replay those things. That painful experiences, you replay in your mind. Pain is not under your control. It is a process of experiences of life, because in higher dimension, in the soul consciousness, so there is no good or bad experience. All are experiences. It's a unity consciousness. Everything our soul wants to experience, even so-called painful ones. So all experiences. So you experience and let go, finish. You have already experienced, let go. But if you pick up few things, suppose you travel to, say, France or Paris. In Paris, you maybe visited some beautiful places and you have eaten some good French restaurant. Okay, but in the flight, you had a fight with another co-passenger because he was pushing your seat with his leg from your back. You had a fight with that passenger. You will remember that incident lifelong. You forget about what you have eaten in the good French restaurant. Your good experiences, you forget. But you remember that one guy, okay, so one fellow, he was just creating problem in the flight. That you will remember. This is called the suffering. Your painful experiences, you keep it. store it. Good experiences you let go. It has to be opposite, other way around. Okay. So like that, suppose, just I'm giving for an example. Can you see this paper? What is there in this paper?
A black dot.
Anybody else?
White paper
White sheet.
with one dot.
Yeah. Okay. So the thing is, this black dot may be taking less than 1% of the area. So the 99% of the white part will not remember. But you will remember that paper, what he showed, there is a black dot in it. You will remember next few months. That is how our subconscious mind works. That is how we normally will never forget there is a black dot there. The white part will forget. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So this is how our work, and this is how we never come out of the suffering, because we don't let go the black part of it. Because I'm sure if I ask you, remember 1 month back I have showed you some paper. Now I'm asking the question, now you know what is it. But I'm just saying, just take it as a story. If I ask you, remember I showed you some paper, what you saw? All of you will say there is a black dot in the paper. Nobody will forget that there is a black dot. So powerful it is. Okay. Nobody will forget, no, it's white. I don't remember there is anything else. Nobody will say that. Okay. Everyone will say, yeah, there's a paper and a black dot there. Okay. Anyway, so what I'm saying is, this is our normal thing. I'm not criticizing you. This is normally our mind works. This type of mind you have to get rid of. The healing I'm talking about, how to come out of that hold of this mind and give it to our heart to take over. Guruji Prem Nirmal ji says, is this journey of, this journey means this third dimensional, fifth dimensional is all about 1 foot journey from mind to heart. Okay, it's just a, it's not literal, but that's what it is. And if you go into chakra wise, most of the people, they are operating from lower 3 chakras. Muladhara is a survival instinct, basic instincts. Then Swadhisthana, all desires are there, all types of desire. And then Manipura. Manipura is all about your ambitions. Power and money and all these things. Those are there, Manipura. Most of the people operate in these 3. They never experience how to live with your heart. Because the vibration, this up to Manipura is 499. 499 to 500 hertz. I'm talking the cellular vibrancy. That is a big quantum jump. The paradigm shift happens there. Most of the people, the heart is never open. Okay, for during meditation or temporarily or some masters present, it goes, but again, normally it don't come. How to check that, whether it's opened or not opened, or how much, fifth dimensional, how much third dimensional reality you are living in? You do self-assessment. Okay. What are the type of thoughts in your mind? You have to do self-exercise. No need to tell anybody. If you have any kind of fear or threat or any kind of competitive thoughts, okay, I have to make sure this fellow is not creating any more problem. I have to tighten him a little bit. These kind of thoughts. Or worry about your future, then you are in still third dimension. If you have a feeling of hope, love and sharing, okay, taking care of people, If you're thinking about giving, how I can support, whatever small it may be, it doesn't matter. You know that ultimately we'll be having a, that much better life. And it is, we have to make it happen. My thoughts, words, and actions will be such that I can make that happen. I can contribute to the new life I'm looking for. Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change you wanted to see in the life. Okay. So if you are thinking, your thought is in that direction, you are living a fifth dimensional life. You no longer, carried away with your thoughts and emotions. Because thought, they do only two things, either grudging something about the past, like opening fridge and smelling, or you worry about the future. If you don't do these two things, you are in the present moment. You are living a fifth dimensional life. If you strictly, right now, what is the problem? There is no problem. You are living, you are breathing. Okay, if something comes, we'll see that time. It's okay. If something comes, that will go also. Okay, that is the right understanding. So go with the flow, enjoy the river rafting. Don't try to cling up on something. You will get hurt. And in the fridge, earlier is better, throw away all this. Not only that, they are smelling, they spoil whatever any new food you enter into that fridge also. New food also gets spoiled. Earlier is better, do that cleansing. And don't visit it anymore. There's no need. Okay, there is no glory in repeating all those experiences. Let go. Okay, so this is the right understanding for the living and that one. And consciously, you have to look for that life, what you are looking for. You need to manifest. This is the right time. Year 2021 is the right time to manifest something new. Drop any idea that it will go back to the old one and I'll be back and nice and this year. Don't do that. Take that opportunity to do something new. Like the situation forced us to go from our normal mode of meeting people and having workshop into the virtual thing. Now see, it becomes a regular. Like that, you develop some means and ways to connect with the people, to work on something, not in the old-fashioned way. Something new will come up. Okay, you do spend time what you're enjoying. One arrow is good enough. No need to keep throwing arrows and wasting your time, effort, and energy. Whatever you save, give it to the other people. And even though it is not, it is going against our traditional thinking, your problem will be solved when you lend hand for others. If you're in deep trouble, try to help others. No need to make a big change. Any kind of help. Suppose you don't have money, that's fine. Take any two, person, any two young children and teach them. Okay, give them some education. Or support them somehow. Something, anything. I'm not saying it's specific. Give your time. Give your knowledge. Share whatever you have. I don't believe you don't have anything. It's not possible. Time, effort, energy. It's not all what I mean to say, it's not always money. Because money is help, others are not, it's not true. Even people need more understanding, more help. One story, there was one guy who lost both of his legs in an accident. So he got incapacitated. He cannot move around on his own. And he's home, he's alone. So naturally, sir, you cannot move out. He doesn't have anything, he has to depend on somebody to to food and all. What way he can help? You know what that person did? He opened up a group. He had a telephone. He opened up a group and gave his number in the group. anybody wants to share their pain, their suffering, there's no one to listen. No? When we go through suffering, why we want to glorify and make sure our pain is somebody's? Because we want to share. Our idea is sharing pain is a half pain, and sharing a joy is double joy. What he did, his number, anybody can call him and share his or her story. Suppose in the COVID-19 era, a lot of people lost their near and dear ones, and nobody is there to listen to their stories. What happened to their father or mother or loved ones? They lost. He gives his number. They can just tell their story to unburden themselves. He just listens. He doesn't give any solution or something. See, look at that. He found out a way to help people, even though he himself is incapacitated. He doesn't have money. He only gives his time and listen to people's agony. So he is contributing to humanity. So that's why don't think it is not possible for you to help anyone. Only you have to find it out. When you listen to other people and they get benefited, they're expressing thankfulness to you, your burden of your life will be automatically reduced. You find purpose in your life. You may not be rich, you may not be the very rich guy after that, doesn't matter. Wealth cannot buy everything. But this kind of purposefulness, people will come and visit you because you helped them. You listened, you did nothing, just listen to them. Half an hour, you keep the phone and they keep talking, crying and saying, what I lost, this and that. Only they're listening to that. That's all. Okay. Anyway, these kind of things comes out of compassion. This is truly fifth dimensional living. We're not going to find what's the purpose, what will happen. It's not that. That you are giving your time here that helps someone. You never know how much. That may change their lives. Okay. Anyway, so I hope you got the idea. So, so this is the time. I'm just summarizing it again. So this is about, this time has come where to reinvent yourself. In my New Year message of 2021, I have given this. Find out your own way, your own thing, what you love to do. Go with your passion. It not necessarily be with a money-making machine. There will be no need. Create more value than money. Okay, so that will give you the satisfaction, not the money. If you have too much money, you have to hire security to protect it, or so that you don't get what is called abducted or not hijacked, kidnapped. Okay, you have to protect your family and all these things. So too much money is also not good. Okay, just have an affluent life so that what you wanted to do, you are able to do it yourself. You are self-sufficient. You need not to beg. That up to that level, it's all fine. So then we can lead a grateful, thankful life. We can live, and that is truly the fifth dimensional living, with a full of compassion for others, helping hands, and respecting each other. Because everybody's path is unique. So by respecting it, we get the respect. We get the respect back. By demanding it, we'll never get it back. Demanding only happens if it's for shorter duration. You may get something, but it will not last. Okay, so that is what, when you go into that full of compassion, then you will live your fifth dimensional life. And all the masters are there, guides are there. They will help you to reach there. And now it will happen much, much faster. So that's all for today's learning session. So I wish you all that this healing from fifth to that journey of third to fifth dimension, the travel. So all the supports are with you. All my prayers are with you, and divine grace of Babaji, Mataji, and all other Guru Mandala, they are with you. Okay. So if you have any question, you can ask now.
Guruji, I have a question.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Chaitali.
How I will let go my pain or sufferings through meditation or through increasing my vibration?
No, by increasing your, because see, if you vibrate in the lower, you cannot do that. The mind will overpower you.
Okay.
The first thing what you do, you forget everything, raise your vibration. Then you will be able to control your mind. Otherwise, it will not be, it will automatically come.
Okay.
The first is you raise your vibration by the technique. It's not a new technique. Whatever you know, you practice that. Okay. Then you go into the assessment mode.
Okay.
Go into that. We have already shared few techniques that how to, write down those things, whatever you wanted to go out of your life. It's already explained. I think New Year message or around that, we have given the technique. You note down
Yes.
what you wanted to go out of your life, and the end of the thing, you burn that paper. Okay, do that process. If you need to more, if you do once in a month, you do that. No problem. Yeah. So then you let go. Slowly, slowly, if you see that whatever your concerns are, you can see it burning. The list is burning. Watch to that what is burning paper. It will subconsciously tell you that those are burned on. Okay. You subconsciously will get the message if those issues are gone, burned. Then you can start fresh. Okay. And during this process, one cautionary note, don't bring any doubt in your mind. If you bring doubt, oh, isse kya hoga and all this, then it will actually block that. Okay. Don't bring, you trust that it will happen. Come into the knowingness, full confidence that it will happen. Then if you have that trust, you will manifest into your life. You become a co-creator. Okay, just try that. Those techniques what we have learned, and at the same time, do your normal spiritual practice, Kriya, meditation, and stomach breathing. Okay.
Thank you, Guruji.
God bless you.
I take one question.
Yes, Supriya.
So, some of people I know who have not been initiated and are clearly, I mean, some of these symptoms that you're saying, like holding on to the past, they're talking about it. They've told me. So, is it possible to share? I mean, without this thing, I have just mentioned somehow some of these things that you have told us last year to them. But is it possible to share your advice with them? But will they?
Oh, yes, yeah. You see, I think the week before last week or the week before, Babaji came and Babaji permitted all of you, okay, to teach two things. One is Navikriya. Navikriya is stomach breathing. You can go into recording and find out. Maybe the meditation was not recorded. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
2 weeks before.
2 weeks before. Okay, all of you, you can teach anybody these two things. One is Navikriya. Navikriya means stomach breathing. You can send my video also. That thing what is posted in YouTube. And second, Anapansati Dhyan. Just breath awareness. It's very easy. Sit quietly and be breath awareness. These two, all of you, you are allowed to teach by Babaji. Okay, this is your first assignment as a master. Okay, during that time, Babaji gave you all this permission, not me. In 2013, 1st December, here, Babaji came and then he permitted me to teach Kriya Yoga and householder spirituality. So his permission I got that time. So all of you, all our group members, you are permitted to teach these two things to anyone. Okay, there is no pre-qualification in anybody interested. No need to push everybody who are not interested. Let them, go through their own soul's journey or the life path. We are no one to dictate something from someone, but those are interested, these two, any one of you can teach.
Yeah,
it will help them. raise the vibration and the meditation, anapansati dhyan. You can teach.
Sure. And the New Year message about writing and then burning, that message can be forward.
No, you can forward. Okay. Forward, but I'm not sure how much they will understand, that because whoever is not into this Kriya and meditation, so, but anyway, forward. There is no copyright. You can forward. If some help is received, then why not?
Thank you.
So, and it is in the public forum anyway. Anybody can come and have a look in our group postings, no? So that's fine. There's no issues there. Okay. All right.